Cast your mind back to late 2007. Halo 3 just released and the hype couldn't be higher. Midnight release has people all over the world camping outside of their local game stores, waiting to get their hands on the action. But what about those who didn't own an Xbox? What if you were on the PlayStation side of the great console war? Well, you had games like Haze and Resistance Fallen Man that were unofficially dubbed Halo killers due to their similar sci-fi settings. Whilst not every Halo killer had that potential, Resistance was generally received well and played very differently to Halo. Now, you're probably asking yourself, why am I even talking about this? Well, today we're going to be looking at Casemate, a mod for Halo Combat Evolved that combines Halo's gameplay formula with the Resistance Fall of Man lore and also the enemy and weapon sandbox that comes from that game to create a very unique experience. I should probably clarify before getting into this video that I never played Resistance. I grew up as an Xbox kid, grew up with Halo, as you could probably tell, so if I do get anything wrong about the small bits of lore I'm going to mention, blame the wiki. I did try my best.
You sent me a message first, yeah? I live in Smethwick, Birmingham. If you want the fucking ball, come down Smethwick Hospitality. I come to the house.
Casemate provides a simple objective. Infiltrate a British research base with your team, secure grey tech, and get the hell out of there. Starting at the base's hangar, we must find a way to open the entrance to the facility, though as we reach the control panel, the door kinda just gets blown open and aliens come flooding out, overwhelming your squad. One thing you'll quickly pick up on in this mod is how overwhelming enemy encounters are. I played on normal and found myself pushed into taking cover and relying on well-placed grenades to thin the herds. You and your squad mates aren't super soldiers here. Sure, you have a shield, but you won't be charging in as if you were a Spartan, and honestly, I like this change. Not to mention, when you're ambushed by these, like, flood infection form reskin things that come flooding out the vents, you get overwhelmed very quickly. They take down your squad incredibly rapid, get you panic firing, and will have you not trusting any vents you come across. These enemy engagements create a very oppressive atmosphere that reminds you you're not in control here. You have to fight tooth and nail to survive, especially when you run out of powerful weapons and equipment. My favourite sections of this mission are the big battles you fight alongside your British allies. Britain? Not only is the banter top beans, but these fights are ruthless. Your allies will get trampled without your assistance. So many times did I see them just get absolutely obliterated by a grenade that landed near me. It contributes to the feeling of overwhelming odds that you and your allies are barely beating these aliens back. These battles feel alive too, because often you end up stumbling into them rather than them just starting when you get there, which is really helpful for immersion. You can tell that they really went for the theming of Resistance, where it's a small group of military remnants fighting back an overwhelming alien force. And although you have a similar thing in Halo, because you're kind of like the savior Cybertronic Jesus Master Chief, you don't get that experience of the impossible odds at times. You are the, like, deal breaker for the Covenant, but here you're just a guy doing your best to survive, and I really like that change. Environments in this mod follow the formula of a lot of shooters in the late 1990s to the 2000s. In fact, they were very reminiscent of the original Half-Life to me personally. Tight corridors leading to combat arenas with maybe some puzzle elements in between. It was awesome and honestly such a nostalgia trip for me. Even small details from older games were incorporated, like this sound effect that plays when you activate a lever to open a door, signifying that the way forward has been opened. I really don't... Oh my god! Whoa, we even got the classical music, so that door was meant to open. I had no idea that that was what you were meant to do. I don't know if anyone ever played this, but it reminded me of a game I played when I was a kid called Conflict Desert Storm for the original Xbox. Every time you would, like, complete an objective or do something, it would play this, like, dun 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 sound or something like that. I don't remember fully. Combat arenas in this mod offer diverse terrain, including a fair amount of verticality, though the actual environments themselves aesthetically aren't really that unique. Admittedly, I had a tough time in this mod knowing where to go. There's a section where you have to pull a lever to open the way forward, as I mentioned earlier, but I had no idea that this was what you were meant to do, and I spent like quite a while just backtracking, thinking that I'd missed like a door that I was supposed to go through, and it was only until I stumbled across the lever that, you know, I actually worked out what I was meant to do, which is a criticism, but I'd be lying if I said it didn't remind me of when I played games when I was a kid, and I just had like, you didn't have the internet back then, so, you know, you couldn't just search up a guide, you really had to just try and like work this out, and it could just take you hours, and it was really fun actually to experience that again. But if I'm honest, like, it probably would be nice to have some sort of indicator that this is what you're meant to do. Given that I don't have any experience from playing Resistance Fallen Man, I can only comment on the enemies from how I experienced them in this mod. There isn't tons of variety, but what's on offer is definitely enough for this single mission. The foot soldiers aren't special, but they can get overwhelming if too many attack you at once. There are always more of them than you in encounters, so despite the fact that they can go down pretty quickly, if you let yourself get exposed and they just have like, you're surrounded by them, you'll get killed pretty quickly. I will say that there's these enemies that have like a homing weapon, and they're actually terrifying because the homing is ridiculously accurate. It basically feels like you're being chased by a magic bullet or a very determined bee.
Good news. We can finally bees. This isn't your world. This isn't your world. But we can be bees. This is good news. You can be a pet. A pet. Mark, this is good news. You'll live for good years.
Yes!
Even if they are reskins of flood infection forms, the jumpy blighter bastards I mentioned from earlier are used really well to catch you off guard and create terrifying encounters. I'm not sure if it's their hitboxes being bad or something, but they felt difficult to hit, which isn't a bad thing because it means they actually pose a threat. Infection forms in Halo aren't really a threat to you unless you're low on health and one sneaks up on you, but here you're under a lot of pressure when they jump you. There's also these like big guys, but I'll be honest, I like encountered one once and it died so quickly that I didn't really see it do anything, but it looked pretty cool.
You sent me a message first, yeah? I live in Smethwick, Birmingham. If you want the fucking brawl, come down Smethwick Hospitality, I come out of the house, and I...
Casemate is an experience that you're not going to find much like anywhere else. Two rival games combined, taking the best elements of each and mashing them into something completely new. Halo's gunplay mixed with Resistance setting creates an immersive experience with a really oppressive atmosphere. I really hope that more of this gets developed by the mod creator, because despite being a short experience with just one mission, it's been one of my favourite mod experiences to date. Whilst not adding like a ridiculous amount of content, it allows you to enjoy a fresh take on Halo with the comfy gameplay you love. It's also really interesting to see an old game like Resistance brought into the current day through its competitor. In a sense, two communities have become one through this mod. Is that a bit too dramatic? Probably. I definitely recommend you go show this mod some love and try it for yourself, especially if you're someone like me who grew up in the 2000s and you just love like nostalgia trips for old games. It will definitely give you that. Feel free as well to give me some mods to check out for future videos. I plan on doing more content like this because, I'll be honest, I really love doing it and that's like important to me with content creation, but I also wouldn't mind going back to like Pokemon content and maybe try some new things. I hope you've enjoyed this look into another treasure of the Halo community. Until next time, bye! Oh my god, they're eating my ass. I hope no friendlies got caught up in that.
Oh, he's got a British accent. Oh, spot on, mate.
Put us in a bloody fight.
What was in a bloody fight, mate? Fucking hell. These aliens, they disrupted me tea time, they fucking did. Oh, he's on the fucking light machine gun, light 'em up. That did fuck 'em up indeed, lad. Jolly good show, boys. Let's give them a good old walloping. Dare I say it, we nailed it, boys. Now, who has an update for me? I don't like the fact that you're pointing that at me, good sir. Well, I'm glad you're not all dead, my guys. My fam. That's Sergeant Johnson. He's made it to England. Jolly good show.
I can't see what's going on.
Or put some swaz on it, Gromit. Stop beans. This is not a good show, Jax. Here you go, boys. Eat some of my spectacular lead. It came from my great uncle, who owns the Mahogany Estate in Shropshire. Oh, I don't like those noises. They don't instill me with confidence. Oh, it's more of these shittos. Oh, where'd they come from? They're coming out the vents. Throwing a grenade. Holy fuck. Throwing a grenade into the vent. Oh my goodness. Oh, they're everywhere. I don't like these very much, I must say. Stay away from me. Stay back, you fiends. Oh, that was not good. I think I'm going to take this assault rifle now. Does this not... this one doesn't have a grenade launcher on. How most unfortunate. I'm coming in hot, boys. Dipping my crisp into the gravy sauce. That did fuck them up quite well. Stay in cover, boys. Don't let them hit you. It did fuck them up indeed. This is not my first rodeo. Come down, Smithy Birmingham, and fuck these aliens up. Did fuck them up indeed, lads. Oh, that's me ally. Well, we did that pretty well. They didn't stand a chance. Ooh! I'll keep them distracted, my Cheerios. Oh, these are the blue versions. Blue. Passport. I'll see you in a bit, chaps. I'm going to get a pint. And then on my way home, I think I'll stop by your Nan's place and have a look at her fanny.
What the fuck?